These trails are going to. Man, we're. Oh man, the trail's gonna kick my butt. They're gonna kick my butt every time.
Let's go. Keep it supported. No tension in the throat. Keep that apology, singers. Let's go.
Oh man, just the trails. I can't. I think I'm just too tired. So it's like.
Let's go. Keep it supported. No tension in the throat. Keep that apology, singers. Let's go. Yeah. Keep that intonation perfect. Come on now. Yeah. Come on. Good job, singers. Let's go on to the next exercise. Fantastic. Let's kill it. Let's. We're gonna start.
I think I'm just too tired. I think I'm just gonna. I'm doing too much. Do I like to read? I did plan on. Sounds funny. Reading art history, but I think the only people that would be interested in that would be other artists. Even then, it was super rare to have anybody. Do I have anything else that I would read? Yeah. I think so. Did I have my... Sorry, just looking back at old books. The Kindle, what it feels like. Oh yeah, it does, because there's no audiobooks and shipping. You know what I should do? You should listen to the podcast.
I actually announced it, so I feel very emotionally
Just wait up.
exhausted. Not to say that anything is like wrong or bad, but you know, it's just the marking of a new chapter, and that always makes you very reflective.
No, is it
And 10 years is a very, very long time to be doing
video?
anything. And just looking back on the good,
No,
and
not
not
these.
so good,
It's just Spotify.
and publicizing that chapter marking has been a lot, so just getting that out there. But I'm very excited for today's episode. I, for a very long time, have wanted to discuss this topic, but haven't really, again, streaming is not the right platform or medium for a lot of potentially important conversations. Sorry. I'm also having a little milk tea. I just felt like I deserved it, you know? But another reason why I want to discuss why I don't drink is because I'm sure if anyone out there also doesn't drink,
I don't drink.
you come to realize that not that you want it to be a part of your personality, but it kind of unintentionally becomes a part of your personality, because whether or not you do or don't drink impacts your social life and your social circle so damn much. Let's get into it. And let's get into potentially some fun stories surrounding it. I also feel like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I feel like it's been a bit of a trend for people to stop drinking, or to drink less and less, or at the very least to be more understanding of why someone else may or may not drink, and be more respectful towards that. And obviously, I kind of love that. Well, let's start when I was just a wee little babe. Okay, maybe not a baby, but let's start chronologically. I grew up in a pretty religious household, and because of that, my parents didn't drink. I very much grew up around a culture of not drinking literally at all, ever. So of course, I was kind of impacted by this, and to be fair, I don't really feel like my parents, something that they did so damn right, is they, sure, were kind of strict, but they were never like a mean or imposing kind of strictness to the extent that it made me want to rebel. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you are put in a situation where someone is so badly trying to force you to not do something that it really makes you want to fucking do it. You know what I mean? My parents weren't like that. They were just strict enough where it was more so from the perspective of like responsibility and disappointment. Not like, oh, if you do this, we're going to kick you out of our household. But like, oh, it would be really disappointing and make us feel bad. And for any potential future parents out there, that's how you fucking go about it. Nothing is more powerful than disappointment. I'll tell you that much, okay? When someone tells me, oh, you can't do this, oh, don't do this, oh, this is bad for you, or, you know, comes at me with that energy, oh, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna do it just to piss you off. I'm gonna do it just to spite you. But when someone's like, oh, it would hurt me, or it would make me feel disappointed, I'm like, oh my god, I can't, it would be so terrible. Anyway, so I kind of grew up a little bit with that pressure. Of course, though, my friends in high school would drink pretty frequently. I
was gonna say something, but
genuinely,
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
I can't tell.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say right there.
But I can't recall like participating in drinking much throughout high school. I obviously went to a few parties. I was on student council. I had quite a bit of friends throughout high school, and I was, you know, kind of a social butterfly. So I would go to parties, but I don't really recall like drinking. My first true proper memory of like really trying alcohol was my senior prom in high school. And I mention this friend way too much. Diana, if you're listening, because she do be listening to the podcast sometimes. Love you again. She was like the first person that I experienced it with. And, you know, again, not to condone drinking, especially if you're underage. If I could please have, if there's any youngins listening to me, if I could, give you one piece of advice, it's that if it comes to substances or any big decisions that you're making, anything that you're engaging in, I just want you to know you have your whole life to do this stuff. Please do not feel like you need to do it at a young age, especially like 13, 14, 15. There's been a lot of studies that show that the sooner that you engage with alcohol or start drinking, the higher likelihood of you developing any sort of alcoholism or issues with alcohol. So the more you can push it back, the better, and just really think about it logically. Like, you have your whole damn life to do something. It's not so important to do it when your brain is like so fresh and forming and developing, you know? Anyways, back to my story. So, senior prom, my friend Diana, she let me sleep over at her place, or maybe she was sleeping over at mine. No, I was at hers for sure. Ain't no way we had any of that stuff at mine. But I was with her, and she soaked gummy bears in vodka. And I think that's probably the only way that I was able to ingest any kind of alcohol, because it was in gummies and sweet and cute and whatever. I've only done this once, so I cannot recommend or not recommend it. But that was my first time, like, proper getting drunk, you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
I will say, actually, it wasn't bad. And I think it was because I felt very, very, very safe and comfortable around her and the two other people that were there. So it's kind of just like oh my god, I'm trying for something for the first time, crazy. And then I kind of just went on with my life, TBH. And then the second memorable time was my freshman week in college. And this time, I remember it for bad reasons. So here's maybe something I should say. I'm the kind of person who I either want to give something my all or I don't want to do it at all, okay? Same goes with alcohol. So when I was like really trying it with my friends, freshman week, whatever, I'm pretty sure it was vodka. And I just had way too much, obviously. You know, when you're first trying, I don't know what I'm doing. Yacked it all up. And I swear to God, this was a traumatizing experience. And the reason why I say this is
Core
because
memory.
since that day that I had way too much vodka and I threw it all out, I have not been able to interact with hand sanitizer the same. Has anyone had this experience? I need to know, because now every single time I get a whiff of hand sanitizer, I want to end it all. I am taken back to that freshman week of college where I just had way too much vodka. And I can't take it. It hurts my brain. It hurts me physically. I cannot stand the smell of alcohol anymore because of that one time that I threw it all up.
It's good, but horrible that it induces a
Anyway, so that was like my
reaction
second real experience with it. And to be fair, one of the biggest reasons I don't drink, I don't like how it tastes. I just don't like how it tastes. And for many, many years, I kept looking at people who drank a lot, like, a little sideways. I'm like, are you okay? Is this really that worth it for you? Because for me, alcohol tastes revolting. I need to go against every atom of my being in order to ingest it. Genuinely, that's how it feels. But again, over the years, I've also learned some people's taste buds actually just put up with alcohol a lot better. Like, you're just more okay with the bitterness and the taste. And I'm like, that makes so much sense, because I see some of y'all throwing back shots like it's water, and I cannot fathom it. But it's because literally genetically, some of us are predisposed to consuming and digesting alcohol easier, to maybe being able to put up with the taste a lot better. And I am just a baby back bitch who cannot do it. I can't. And that kind of sucks. I mean, it kind of sucks, but it's also kind of nice. Because if it was easier for me, I would probably be a very different person. I don't know. So, because of the taste, that's one of the reasons that it was really hard for me to feel like it's ever really worthwhile to drink. And it also pushed me towards that go hard or go home, babes. Like, I would probably say 99% of my life I've been sober, but the times that I have indulged, I'm gonna get shit-faced. Like, I almost see it as experimental. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try alcohol. I'm gonna try it. You know what I mean? And I don't recommend that. Let the record show, I do not recommend that. Let's move on. Something interesting that I noticed with alcohol also is that, of course, we all know alcohol lowers your inhibitions. It makes you more likely to do things that might typically be harder to do. And there are upsides, like it might make it easier to talk to people or socialize or whatever, but there are obviously downsides. You might do things that you normally wouldn't if you were sober. But something else that I find very, very interesting in regards to this is that
the freaking right leg.
every time I've ingested alcohol, it has made me acutely aware of whether or not I feel safe around the people that I am around. Because anytime I'm intoxicated and I like the people I'm around, I actually have a really nice time, and I feel like it's almost a way of bonding, because when you're intoxicated, like, you're kind of vulnerable, and it's like you're both making that choice to be vulnerable together. And in that sense, I actually think it's kind of cute and almost beautiful and profound in a way to partake with someone else. But anytime I've done it and I'm around people that I don't feel so great about, my anxiety is through the damn roof. I think because of two reasons. One, I have a tendency to be an anxious girly, and two, I have a tendency to be a control freak. And of course, when you're intoxicated, you are much less in control, and I don't really love that. But ultimately, it made me realize that, there's been so many instances where I have felt pressured to participate in any sort of substance use in order to fit in more with the people around me. And sometimes you say yes and it goes well and it's fun. Sometimes you say yes and it goes poorly, or you get anxious or whatever else, and it almost feels like a betrayal to yourself. Like, oh, I only did this for others and it went badly anyways, And something about that, like, really almost like taints your soul a little bit. Yeah, betrayal of the self is hard to process, and a lot to process emotionally. So I really gotten to a very comfortable place in my life where I just never say yes for other people anymore. Like, I'm only going to solely make that decision for me, even if it winds up being a bad decision. Because at least then, like, let's say I do decide to partake, but that's something I really want to do. If it ends up being a fuck up, that's my fuck up. I made that decision, it didn't work out, and for some reason, mentally, that is so much easier for me to process than for me to say yes for other people and then have a bad time. Then there are so many added layers of, why did I do this for someone else, and guilt to process, and questioning the friendship and the relationship, and it just makes things so much more complicated than just, I want to, so yes, or I don't want to, so no. At least then, oh my god, maybe this is the control freak in me talking, but at least then, in a way, those variables are very much in control. I'm saying yes or no, and it's no one else's fault what happens from here on out aside from mine. I kind of like that level of personal responsibility. I also think maybe that's why I prefer being sober in general. It retains that personal responsibility versus otherwise. You can pretty easily blame things on the alcohol, no? Actually, I remember a specific instance where I was planning on partaking
Nobody else
with
was
my
just.
friends.
Nobody wanted to
but
win. I don't
a day or
know.
two before
I really
we
don't
were gonna
know.
partake,
I low-key think that Gary
I ended
is
up having a
reportable.
falling out with a friend and
Whoa, what
having
happened?
a lot of anxiety and having all of these issues. And then I
I was
felt
throwing him in a
like,
game.
oh, well,
Damage done
if I
by
let
everybody
this
else.
instance keep me
Everybody else.
from partaking with my friends and having
That's
fun and
crazy.
all of this stuff, then I feel
that
like I'm
Gary
letting
did?
this other
Yeah.
person have control
I mean, it
over me
didn't
or
work in
impact my
LCS. I
life
don't
more
know
than
why
they
we're
should.
playing it
But in reality, I ended up still
in
partaking
games.
and having a terrible time.
Crazy.
Because any time you're going to be
Crazy
intoxicated
gameplay, I will
or
say.
involved with any sort of substance,
Outside.
your mindset and your setting matters so much. The mindset that you're going into it with, if you're already anxious or sad or if something's troubling you in your life, as well as the setting, the people that are around you, the kinds of things that they're going to talk about, the kinds of vibes that they're going to have.
To look at
Those two
funny.
things impact your
Tell me that
experience
ain't insecure.
tremendously. So I do really regret that because it ended up just being a very anxious time
Yours
and
ain't picked a
made me,
career.
again, step further and further and further away from ever really interacting with these
Thank
things.
you, Animated. Did you
And
have
I
to be up
also
early in
hope
the morning
that
for
me talking
preparation?
about it
Yes,
isn't me
I
trying to
had
villainize or
a
demonize alcohol. That's not
what's it
my
called?
purpose whatsoever.
I
I also
was
don't think I
supposed to
really need to
be
do that. I think,
at
luckily as a
LCS
society, there's a
at
culture we're
8:15
stepping more
a.m.
towards this sense of like
PST. Now remember, I'm
questioning,
EST,
almost
so
questioning
I
why
did
alcohol is so
technically get to sleep
normalized
in a
and
little
legal
bit,
and so
but
widespread, and
holy
why
moly,
certain
Bessie, when I
perhaps
tell
psychedelics or
you,
other drugs
I was
aren't, and why we are
tired.
demonizing
I
those
mean
when
it.
sometimes alcohol can be
Because it was a whole
more
day
damaging
thing.
to someone. But
So I
ultimately,
ended up
it's just
being
about
up
how
till
you
like 2
personally
a.m. that
interact
night.
with either
Did
substance.
LCS keep me till
I'm
2
not on
a.m. at
some
night? No.
anti-alcoholic
But
train.
I
I'm
still
on
had
a
to stay up
do what
because,
works for you
there's like
and be
after
mindful and
stuff to do
everything
and
in
whatnot.
moderation kind of
Let me
train.
try to vote. Come on
Actually,
now. Come on now, little.
with that train of
What's
thought,
going on, Aqua? Ripperina,
Alright, hold up, wait, what?
I
having a day
think
today.
What's this song?
something else about alcohol
Ugliest things.
is just that there are so many downsides that
Ah, 40
Dude,
acres.
let me drive the boat, but... Oh, that's a cute setup. Has the...
Come on, come on.
Nice, that's awesome. She has a
Who you gonna
camera.
call now?
I do like the green, white, and the salmon.
That's how I treat them.
And I do like the green mat.
Hover smolder will do. What's inside? Where the ball is at? Off of all of that. Death Ray coming in with the 7 months of support. Thank you, love. Thank you for supporting the stream. Leary, thank you so much for the 4 months. What's poppin'? Brand new whip. Just what? Popped in. Thank you so much for supporting the stream, loves. South side. South side. Off right. West side. West side.
Reagan's funny, she got jokes. But that's a really cool setup. And,
Chi-town.
I think his green's a favorite color, so...
Yeah.
It's super cute with the Pokemon plushie. It's actually a pretty cool setup.
Why did my music just go out? Oh, I think my
Now you're trolling me. I traded you 3x
my
times.
speaker
Now
died.
you're trolling me. I traded you 3x times. In Charlotte, he takes Smolder. Did you realize it, bro? What is he talking
you, like, 3
about?
times? My bad. I legit was not looking. Ah, they took Smolder! Dang it! And I banned Misfortune this time. I literally wasn't
Wait,
looking.
what is this song?
How do you access your F1 keys? I do not. This one is my delete key, and then I think I set these up to be F1, F2, F3, but they like reprogrammed. Did you switch up your schedule? I now stream 2 hours earlier than what I used to. Oh, sad. Okay, we go Vane again.
Why is she? Like she said.
F the police,
Wait,
that's
what is
how I treat them. Can't buy our way out of jail, but we can't buy freedom. Go firecracker. Why are you sad? I'm not sad. Oh, I'm sad because I didn't pick Smolder.
Oh, you want to play him?
Is Ore Zillion? Yes.
More so, not sad, just she went disappointed. The disappointment is the not being able to play. Smolder, the new baby ADC.
Okay, fixed it.
There's like a baby dragon ADC. But who's singing that song?
Let's win! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Dude, I haven't even started trying to build this keyboard today, like, at all. I gotta do better.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool Jinx prop in the back.
DJ on the beat with a banger.
I figured she would put the Jinx rocket in the Jinx chair, but is it there?
It ain't over. It ain't over. You. I did kind of AFK. Yo, I think my league crashed. I gotta restart it. Boo 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 boo. I can take you to Topanga. Yo, enemy coming in with the 5.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, enemy. Thank you for supporting
Wait.
the stream.
I can't give a shout out to that person.
Hey.
She's known. It's Renegade was it's a Confederate thing. Someone, so Vanitas? Vanitas is saying that there was some sort of error or glitch in the game where but Renegade is it's a Confederate thing. I'm not surprised they put a horned emote for the avatar. Oh, and he's a mod too. There's some folks who are like that. Then you said so I just text family members I gotta reply back to. Kind of. I should just sleep like 4 hours or something. New items, took the plane, workouts. That also just feel kind of cold. Oh, it is also cold too. Otherwise,
That again, we're becoming much more aware of. But sometimes, to someone who already hates the taste, it just so doesn't feel worthwhile. Okay, so the taste I don't love. Hella calories and like very, very empty calories. Something that I mentally hate is that when you drink alcohol, it stops your body from burning fat from anywhere between like 12 to up to 36 hours. And to me, that's so inefficient. Like, I hate it, you know? Like, technically, it's a poison to our bodies. And this isn't to say, again, I'm not trying to say, like, it's a poison, don't ever do it, whatever the fuck. I'm just saying, like, you know, I am so much more aware of the downsides and the trade-offs. I think that's a way better way of putting it. The trade-offs of ingesting alcohol, that for me, 99% of the time, it's like, it's not worth it. And also why, if I'm ever gonna do it, like if I'm ever gonna forego burning fat for 36 hours, bitch, I better get shit-faced. But you didn't hear it from me, okay? And also why I just generally not worth it. But this is not to say I'm some kind of health freak and everything needs to be perfect, or I'm a hypocrite because I engage in other things. No, everybody has their vice. And I'll be the first to admit, I just would personally rather choose a vice like this, like a good old little boba, a burger, delicious food I garner so much joy from, and it also has its trades-off in terms of calories, in terms of fat, in
it's
terms
funny
of
that.
unhealthiness.
Well, I mean,
Those
everyone
are
likes.
kind of the vice that in moderation I prefer to engage with, or I get more joy and satisfaction from than alcohol. But everybody's different.
It's actually really funny because I'm the
I think that's why
I'm the same way.
I think sometimes
Like
we
I'll do like
react in a certain way
you should do
where
boba
we
like
don't
one time a
realize
week,
that
and then I
maybe
realized then you should cut
genuinely
back on the
just a
sugar.
personal
So
preference
then
that
now I'm
never
only really
ended.
doing like a boba drink
Even
like once every
I
30
would never
days
even
as like a
find it
treat
worth my time
in
to judge
moderation.
someone else for drinking a
The
bowl of
exact same thing,
carrots or
and like I don't
eating a
drink.
flat or a hat or
That's pretty
whatever.
funny.
Everybody likes what they like, and that's all there is to it, genuinely. I just wanted to make that very, very abundantly clear and that I am always just talking from a personal perspective. Another thing, which I think interestingly enough,
I say that a lot too.
differs
That's pretty funny.
depending on what you're drinking and depending on who is drinking. But I'm also one of
Did
those
you even
people
move his feet?
who alcohol just makes me very sleepy, like so sleepy. And I already tend to go to bed
Bro, I'm the exact same way. That's so
early.
funny.
So if I go clubbing and I drink, girl, it's nap time, you know? And I don't want it to be nap time. I want it to be ass shaking time. So that's also just one of the reasons why this substance in particular
Pokemon is definitely.
for me. Side note, speaking of substances, I wanted to do a whole episode
She
with
needs
you guys
more,
on alcoholics and addiction and yada yada. If that
girlfriends.
interests you, do
And
spam
she's-
message me about it. Because I read like all the messages on the DTA Instagram, and it really informs my decision making on future episodes. So let me know. But yeah, it just makes me sleepy, and that is only another thing to add on to the downsides, and hence when I do like a value cost analysis with alcohol, 99% of the time I'm like, no thanks. That's it. Also, an interesting upside that I recognize now is that, you know, me growing up not drinking and that kind of being what I lean towards, I feel like I've really, really learned how to socialize only sober. Because that's been the only real option I've had all these years. And so, you know, I've come across a lot of friends who feel like, oh, I need like a drink to loosen up, or to want to talk to people, or to want to dance, or to want to do all these things. And it makes me realize like, oh, I'm really glad I've never ever felt that way. Again, because I've only been used to operating in this one particular manner. And I do also want to throw in, like, if you are someone who might feel this way, I hope it might be some reassurance to know that if you're used to drinking in order to socialize, just know that that is a habit like any other. A habit that can be formed and broken, and you can build any other new habit that you want. You really, really, what I would suggest is not to identify with any of your habits that you don't like or feel are bad. Don't identify as someone who needs a drink to socialize or needs a drink to liven up. Say, oh,
I do not drink.
Of drinking before I socialize.
I do not drink.
Or do whatever. That doesn't mean you have to. And the first step is just kind of being in that mental framework, and then slowly implementing that habit, which of course will take time to do, but anyone can 100% do it. Ooh, I also wanted to quickly tell you guys a story about one of the like 2 times that I've been drunk over the last year or two. And this
they get him?
Sound counterproductive almost to the rest of the podcast, but whatever. Story
Okay,
time.
turn.
I'm kind of just on here being me and talking shit. So one of those times.
You get him? You get him? Oh.
Ended up being probably the first time in my life.
Is the Toronto not going to take?
Drank and really felt like it was worth it.
I can't collapse on a smolder?
Wow,
No.
this night was so fun.
Oh my god.
I felt like I experienced
Wait.
something new. And I
Oh, nice. He has to get out.
was like additive to the experience in some ways. And
Oh, stuns.
it gave me a midlife
I'm glad the
crisis of,
Zillion saw that angle because
should
it.
I have had a party phase all of these years? Like, do I want to become a drinker? Is this something that I want to be a part of my life? Because I had I kid you not, one really good experience. And it kind of sent me for a little like mental whirl, and I didn't really know how to process it. Again, as someone who's barely drank their whole life and who typically leans towards and almost identifies with just not really partaking. And I've sat with this experience many a times over the last few months, and I've still remained sober. Every time I say sober, it really does sound like I struggled with alcohol in the past. So So just to give some insight into my headspace throughout that time, as I was processing that experience and almost making this decision of, oh, does that mean I want to drink more? Or do I want to keep being the way that I am and kind of avoiding alcohol? And what I've come to realize right now, and this may change because I'm still experiencing life, what I've come to realize now is that I think the experience I had, albeit having been very, very fun and memorable, I think it revolved a lot around ego. I think that when we drink, our inhibitions are lowered and we almost become this more animalistic version of ourselves. And in a way, it's almost really fun and addictive to indulge in that because when you're more animalistic and other people are too, how do I explain this? It's like, it's like when you're at a club and you're getting this attention from guys or girls or whoever, and it really, really is ego boosting. It drives those desires of ours, and like the confidence
I got
and
her.
pursuit. And ultimately, I realized that as nice as it might feel to get these ego boosts and to indulge in these ways, I'm not quite sure that these are feedback loops that I want to feed into, because I think I'll just get stuck in it. Because what does it even mean to get this kind of attention from people or to have my ego boosted in this way? It's just going to make me more dependent on that attention and on fueling my ego, which is very, very hard to break out of. And so it kind of gave me insight into why a party phase could be so fun and exciting, and you get to meet new people and do new things and all of this stuff. But if it's all centered around lowering your
Nice. Zillion had a pretty good angle.
really be
I gotta back up
your
because
truest
both screens gonna hook somebody.
or even your
Oh.
best self in some
Wait.
ways. And that's not to say that alcohol has to be
Oh no.
the
Oh,
worst
she
thing
flashed
in
out.
the
Okay,
world.
nice.
But I
Oh,
do
she got him.
very much in a lot
Yo,
of
good
ways
go.
think it makes us a more stripped down version of
Smolder's trying to
ourselves.
snipe.
Not in an
Smolder's trying to snipe
inappropriate
some
way.
hoes.
I very, very much mean in terms of
We have
animals.
Bork,
And I
so we
often
just
think
free
about
life
the
steal right
distinction
now.
between like animal versus human.
Smolder's
And
trying
what
to
makes
smite
us
some
human,
hoes.
and
Wait,
a
hold
lot
up.
of that is our willpower and our ability to make decisions, and alcohol just rids us completely of that. And in some
Yeah.
ways,
Yeah.
it's exciting to engage with
And
others
she's trying to get it in
in
passing. Yeah.
that almost more like
He been
state.
taunting.
Oh
Too
God,
much
again, not
taunting. Gotta do
physically,
it back.
but you know what I mean?
Gotta do it back.
I mean, sometimes, I guess for some it can be physical, but that's not what I'm saying. Anyways.
Oh, What's Pokemon? What
Long
is
story
Pokemon talking
short,
about on her
I
podcast right now?
decided
We're trading.
I
She's
thought it was
just.
very, very fun because it fed my ego. And I'm
Wait,
still
you do?
undecided on whether that is of true value to my life or not.
Nice.
What's bragging? Brand new whip, new mansion.
Ultimately, there
Four
are
to two.
Let
times
me drive the
where
boat.
I
Come
wish
on
I had a
now.
party phase.
Come
And
on now.
honestly, throughout my early 20s, I was so focused on working and so focused
just a
on
little bit.
streaming that I had no time or opportunity
Small amount
to
of
have a party
heatery
phase.
on this
And
lovely,
the handful of times that I ever
Wednesday.
did go clubbing with my friends, I would see people like, oh my
Let's
God,
go.
Pookie, is that you? And then take photos and this and that, which I don't mind. I love that stuff.
Okay, I'm
But my
changing this
point is
playlist.
more
This
so like,
playlist
I was a young,
dookie.
in a lot of
Playlist
ways,
is
almost
dookie
like
today.
shy,
All right, let's see what my
21-year-old, 20
Discover
whatever
Weekly
year
is
old.
talking about.
And I was like, I
Let's see
can't
what
get
we got
drunk
going
and
on.
shake ass. Someone's gonna record it and upload it onto God knows what site.
Can I get a let me drive the boat?
So that was another reason why I just, I never got to have a party phase. And part of me even
Thoughts on Ezreal
mourned
Prestige? I actually need
the
to look at
version
the
of myself that
thing.
could
Oh,
have
I'm
been,
coming.
that could have lived as just like a young 20-something-year-old. But after having mourned that potential, I realized
No
in
way that
reality,
hit.
I made those decisions for
trying to
myself,
kite.
and I made them quite intentionally, and I have absolutely no regrets. And I'm still very glad that I made those decisions, and I still have the rest of my life to have
You got
fun
him.
by myself.
Team good.
I might decide to at whatever time, in whatever capacity,
Oh, you got.
do me. And that's what the heck I'm going to do.
Carlos, thank you for the follow.
But yes, those are most of my
Yo,
thoughts
let me
in
drive the
regards to
boat.
You know what makes that smolder so rare is that it's designed based on before they changed them. Well,
Let's go.
she's going in. Wait, hold up.
On the DTA Insta,
Might die here.
almost half of you guys said that you rarely drink.
Wait, their team
So I
isn't focusing
wonder
me? Their
if
team doesn't care
it's
about
just
me?
my particular
Ooh, let's
subsection and
run.
community of
Let's
people
run.
who
Let's
maybe
run.
don't
Yeah.
drink that much, or
There's a boss plant? No.
we are kind
Oh.
of
Wait, I'll come to
trending
this.
towards a culture of not drinking
Okay.
enough.
Whoa,
We
that's a
can
big
further
boy.
discuss on Instagram.
You got ulti, Zillion?
And
Okay.
thank you so much for listening. I'm excited to dive
Goated.
into different
Nice.
topics in the future. It's been very fun so
Let
far.
me just go ahead and
Take
take
care
this
of
back real
yourselves.
quick.
Sorry,
Let me make sure
I
Draven
feel
doesn't
like
ulti though.
lightheaded. I think from literally crying today and talking my head
We
off,
got to dry the boat
and
just a
this
little
delicious
bit.
milk tea I just had. Thank you again.
Wait, this
Take
song kind of
care,
bang.
and I'll see you in the next one.
I like the beat.
Bye.
Good morning, love from Australia. Sending you love from America. Kia, thank you for being here. Abe, thank you for the follow. The way he was chunking you, I see why Tom Kinch was not worried. No, Lily is so tanky and does so much damage. Yeah, Riot sent me some Smolder merch. They sent me like some scrolls and this plushie. Have you seen the Drake leaks? I don't even want to talk
It's
about
like
it. That's
year
so
one
Luna,
Smolder.
thank you so much for the subscription
Smolder.
and the 3 months of support. I appreciate you, love. Thank you for supporting the stream.
I know it's gonna sound weird, but
Thank you, Nam.
just the value of the Smolder plushie, since it's like the first of its kind, it'll be locked in 2024. So as long as she keeps that plushie like in good condition and holds it, it's definitely gonna have a unique placement in terms of like its merch podium, or however you want to think of it, like in terms of release date and all that. Any other future Smolder kind of merch will always come, second, third, or fourth, or eighth behind this plushie. Oh, that connected? Dude, that's crazy. This looks crazy.
That's a big boy right there.
Oh, she has it.
Okay. He a big boy, but he ain't doing nothing. He ain't talking about nothing. Okay.
827, she's smurfing.
Let's go. We freaking up. Okay. Ooh, goddamn. Goddamn. Wait, this Discover weekly playlist kind of eating. I think we can kite. Ulti in 5? Ulti in 5?
Oh, Draven.
Executes. He's got collective.
Oh.
Dang it. I was so ready to take these. I was so ready to
Oh, there's so many new items too. I need to double check. Like Terminus. Like, is Terminus good?
Wait, y'all can't hear the music on TikTok? Y'all can't hear it? But a booty so fat. Alright, let me get y'all some music. How about now? Can y'all hear it now? What do you go on build? On Vayne? On Vayne, I like to build on hit, so I will go Bork into Gensu's into IE. When I am against a bunch of squishies, I will go a Essence Reaver build where it puts a lot of power in your Q. But that is not this game, so yeah. Okay, y'all can hear it now? Perfect. She's smurfing! Get into it, Death Ray. What's going on, Astro? How are you? Ulti in 5. Yeah, nah, I saw my ulti wasn't up for another 5 seconds and I was like, I'm not gonna make it.
I'm just gonna nap. Oh, wait. Gonna nap.
Back it up and dump it. Back it up and dump it. That song was a banger, slick.
Sounds like a good dream.
Sam, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? back it up and dump it.
I'm gonna nap. So I'm gonna take a far nap.
Now, Smolder, what is you doing? Whoa. I don't know about the 4v2, brother. I do not know about the 4v2, my brother in Christ. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Play with a team and we gonna win. All right, who left? It's a 4v3. 4v3. Let's run them down, baby. Not trapped in time. God dang. I think we win here. Ooh! Ooh!
A little deep.
I need help. Dang it. He wins. He ends the game. He ends the game. JK, he doesn't end the game. JK, he's just gonna do nothing. He's gonna get spit into their base. Okay, Trundle ends the game.
Oh, can Trundle do it?
Wait, I think he actually ends the game.
Auto.
Go Trundy! Go Trundy!
No! Oh man, he's so close. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're so close. Damn.
Alright, I think it's my turn. Guys,
Huh?
I think it's my turn to backdoor, okay? Type 1 in chat if you think I can successfully backdoor and end the game.
Do you have a TP?
I want to see some freaking ones in chat. Ones in chat. Hype me up. Speed me up, Zillion. Speed me up.
You going with Superman?
We about to go backdoor.
Can she do it? You know what? Wait, she should go through. She should go red side.
Hype me up.
Because the dragon is up.
Hype me up.
I think she would have swept and crossed the red side.
FF. Nah, I got a FF. We win, y'all. We win. 100%. 100% chance win rate.
Is she ghosting it? Is she gonna flash on the wall and ghost it? She's not gonna. Oh, they're waiting. Oh.
What? Dude.
No. Oh, nice.
We win. GG's. I say worth. Worth. Thank y'all for hyping me up right there. I appreciate y'all. Real talk. Cause I was a little bit scared. Alright. Okay. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. TikTok, kind of like broke for some reason. I'm not sure why TikTok is broken, but it's just really not wanting to work today. And I'm not sure why. Alright, we're gonna go again. What the heck is it doing, dude? Like, the portrait scene is just, like, not working. No. TikTok is actually so weird. Like, it's, like, actually broken. I messaged TikTok and they said that, like, they know that it's broken right now. Like, they know it's not working. But, like, I don't think they're really I don't know if they're doing anything about it or not. But like, it's being so annoying. Like, all of my scenes will like just break for whatever reason. It's quite frustrating. Quite frustrating, I will say. And then it just broke my camera. One second. There we go. It broke this one too. TikTok is being super annoying. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream on TikTok today. Can I finally play Smolder here?
I'm watching that. It's like 4 hours.